Yeah, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another exciting, titillating, orgasmic edition of Radical Rock and Record Reviews. And today, guys, I know it's a couple days late, but today is the Christmas 2020 haul, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to hang out with you for a couple minutes. It's going to be a short episode, but I know some of you are sitting at home saying, I wonder if Mick got any cool CDs or records for Christmas. And you know what? I did get some cool records, got some cool vinyl for Christmas, and I thought I'd just hang out with you all quickly. And for those that give a shit, I thought I'd show you what I got. But first of all, I would like to dedicate this video to my girlfriend's wonderful parents, Penny and Bill. I want to thank you guys so much for the great gifts. You guys are the best, because they are the ones that got me these records. So without them, Christmas probably would have been a big stinky, steaming pile of poo-poo. So anyway, with that being said, if you're interested in knowing what's spinning in the background, to help me get in the Christmas spirit once again, Cheap Trick's Christmas album from 2017. Look, I'm not really that big of a fan of Christmas music, okay? But this is the only Christmas album that I spend every year for Christmas to help get us in the mood of opening gifts and doing all the Christmas festivities and stuff. So yeah, this album, if you want to rock out to some really cool Christmas music and shit, I suggest this, dude. I'm not really that big of a fan of Christmas music, but this album is awesome. For what it is, this album rules. The best Christmas album I've ever heard. All right, so anyway, let's check out what I got for Christmas. I got some really cool ass records. Once again, I'd like to thank Penny and Bill. You guys are amazing. Let's check it out. First record I got. This, besides one album, which I think is going to be pretty hard to find, this is one of the final kind of holes in my Judas Priest vinyl collection. Because the last ones I was needing was this one and Nostradamus. And if you know, Nostradamus has only been released on vinyl once. It was back in 2008 when the album was released at first. And it was in like a giant, kind of like a Best Buy exclusive box set. Which back then, I remember, I was going to go that morning to Best Buy. I was going to drive to Best Buy and get it. But then the job I was working at the time, of course, the night before, my job called and asked me if I would work that morning. And I kind of couldn't tell them no, so I totally missed out on that Nostradamus box set. So now, blah, 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 that is the only Judas Priest album of the Halford era that is burning a hole in my Judas Priest vinyl discography. But for Christmas, I got this, 1988's. Some people say that this album is kind of shitty. Some people say that it was the beginning of their renaissance with Painkiller. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's kind of in between that, really. But we'll talk about that at a later date. But anyway, first Christmas gift I got. 1988's Judas Priest. Classic, maybe. But anyway, nonetheless, pretty damn good album. I got the 2017 vinyl reissue of Judas Priest Ram It Down. Really cool. I really like this album. It's one of my favorite Judas Priest albums. Not really, but it's good. I really dig it. It's got some awesome songs. The title track, Ram It Down. Honestly, I even like Love Zone, which I know a lot of people don't like. But anyway, check it out. Judas Priest, Ram It Down. Vinyl reissue. I love these Judas Priest vinyl reissues from 2017. There's the Dust to Leave. It has the album cover. On the back, it's got the lyrics. Then you pull the record out. And, it's in very nice shape. Look at that. It's got the Ram It Down logo on the ring. Center ring. And then there's that. Check that out. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. You know, now, I know I haven't talked about them much on the channel yet, but I am a huge Judas Priest fan. Actually, I can safely say that Judas Priest is in my top 3 favorite bands of all time. Get in there. Judas Priest is in my top 3 favorite bands of all time. The other 2 definitely being Kiss and Motley Crue. So check it out, Judas Priest, Ram It Down, brand new copy. Another record that I got for Christmas. Thank you to Penny and Bill once again. You know, I might get a little slack for this. You might want to punch me in the face after saying this one. But I'm going to go ahead and say it because, look, I like this band a lot. This band is really, really cool. I'm not a casual fan of this band, but I'm not like a super, super hardcore, mega fan to where I own every album, because I don't. I only own a few, actually, which that needs to change because I really do love everything I've heard of this band. But so far, from what I've heard of Saxon, this is my favorite Saxon release. And this is actually a German pressing on Parlophone Records. So this is really cool. An OG copy, German release. So check us out. Christmas gift number 2, my favorite Saxon album. A lot of you I know are probably going to want to puke, but I dig it, dude. I think it's a very strong kind of new wave of British heavy metal sounding album, but kind of leaning in a little towards the mid-80s LA metal style. Kind of like Motley Crue, and, you know, also it's got a very kind of Def Leppard vibe to it too, but more like Pyromania and Hysteria era Def Leppard. But anyway, my favorite Saxon album on vinyl, Innocence is No Excuse, on Parlophone Records, or however you say that. This is a German copy, so that's pretty cool. There's the album cover. I've always loved this album cover. This album's so fucking killer. I love it. I really love the song Gonna Shout. Gonna Shout's a really cool song. The Devil Rides Out's cool. Call of the Wild, Rock and Roll Gypsy. There's the back. It's got the cool high hill going into the apple. Front's got that awesome picture of the chick. On the inside, let's see what the inside looks like. Oh yeah, 1985 was not a good time for Saxon image-wise. Look at that. Let's just zero in on that. Oh boy, look at Biff Byford. Look at those perms. Look at those mustaches. They look more like REO Speedwagon than they do Saxon. But nonetheless, I love this album. And I know it's not their best. There's the other side. It's got some awesome pictures. I'm almost certain that Biff played bass on this album. I might be wrong, but yeah. Check that out. There's the lyrics, some cool pictures of them. Once again, that. But yeah, you know, I mean, I can't say that this is the best Saxon album, because even I know it's not. But I will say, for what it's worth, this is my favorite Saxon album. So yeah, 1985. Yeah, 1985, Saxon, Innocence is No Excuse. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now my next one, all these albums that I got are ones that I cannot find, and Penny, who has this talent of being able to find everything that I could not find, she found those 2, and she found this. This is an album that buying it on CD was hard as hell to do. I had to go on eBay and pay $30 for a OG CD copy, and then trying to find it on vinyl was even more hard. Because I like to find things out in the wild if I can before I go to like eBay or Discogs. And she actually found this in a record store, she told me. I think it was like in Nashville, Tennessee or somewhere. But anyway, I know we're going to go into the Cheap Trick discography now. And I know a lot of people think that this is Cheap Trick's worst album. And in my humble opinion, Mick Watkins, otherwise known as Dick Twatkins, bassist of Wild Ride, in my opinion, I don't think this is Cheap Trick's worst album. As a matter of fact, you probably don't want to know what I think Cheap Trick's worst album is, because I know a lot of you out there watching that are Cheap Trick fans. If you knew what my least favorite Cheap Trick album was, you'd probably want to punch me in the face or punch me in the nutsack. But anyway, yeah, I don't think this album's their worst one. As a matter of fact, I really like this album. I listened to it the other night when I got it. And it's different, it's very poppy, but you know what? I like different and poppy. And I don't believe in guilty pleasures. But if I did believe in guilty pleasures, this would probably be one. Another mid-80s album, 1986. Cheap Trick, The Doctor. Dude, what can I say? This album, I know when it came out in 86, this album did not sell well. That's probably why it is hard as shit to find on vinyl and CD. But I finally got my hands on this. Thank you, Penny and Bill. You guys rock. Dude, once again, I dig this album, man. Is it the best? No. Is it the worst? I don't think so. And it contains one of my all-time favorite Cheap Trick songs on it, which is Take Me to the Top. Man, honestly, I'd probably put that in my top 5 favorite Cheap Trick songs. So, once again, I'm sorry. It's just, dude, it's just the way my brain is wired. I can't help it. I really enjoy The Doctor. I know that it's not one of their best, but I like it. So there's the back. It's got some, there's John Brandt. Tom Peterson wasn't in the band this time. There's Rick Nielsen looking Rick Nielsen kind of looks like Max Headroom. Remember Max Headroom off the Coca-Cola commercials in the 80s? Look at that. Max Headroom. It's Robin Zander looking all hot and sexy for the ladies or guys, whatever. There's Buddy Carlos. Dude, now Bunny's is always cool. He's always rocking. So yeah, there's Cheap Trick, The Doctor. Like I said, I really dig this album. Let's check out what the inside looks like, shall we? So then you got a kind of a cool promo shot of the band. There's Rick Nielsen looking more like Max Headroom. There's some other pictures at the bottom. Check it out. Then you got the back of the dust sleeve. There's the Doctor artwork. Cool Cheap Trick Doctor logo. And a lot of people don't like the Cheap Trick Doctor album cover either. I dig it. I think it's kind of a neat, weird, kooky Saturday morning cartoon, abstract looking album cover. I think it's pretty cool. And here's what the vinyl looks like. I know. Very pleased to have this, man. Because, and once again, out of all the Cheap Trick albums that are released on vinyl, this is one of the last ones that I need. Now, of all the ones that have been released on vinyl, the only one that I need that is readily available is Busted. Now, I know the latest was released on vinyl, but dude, which I saw back when it was released and I didn't buy it, which I feel like an idiot. I feel like a stupid idiot. But I passed on it, and now the latest goes for like $400 on vinyl. So I'm going to count the latest as one of those ones that hasn't been released on vinyl, even though it has, but I know I don't have a chance in getting that. So you know what? If anybody's watching this, the latest in Rockford, Cheap Trick 97, and Special One all need to be re-released, reissued on vinyl so we can enjoy them. Anyway, Cheap Trick 1986, The Doctor, was another Christmas gift I got. Christmas gift number 3. So, another one. Now this. If you watched my Black Sabbath ranking video, you know exactly how I feel about this album. I think it's one of Black Sabbath's best. And Penny got it for me. Penny and Bill, thank you guys, got it for me on vinyl. Dude, I almost pooped my pants, seriously, when I pulled this out of the little Christmas sack. Dude, 1986's, all the albums that I got, if you notice, are like from the kind of the mid 80s. Oh, excuse me, 1987. Black Sabbath, The Eternal Idol. Man, this is such a very, 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 very underrated album. Check that out, dude. I love this record so much. It's the first album with Tony Martin. Tony Martin, who I think is very underrated. Very great singer. Kind of sounded like Dio a lot, but kind of had his own voice. Dude, the Tony Martin Black Sabbath era is criminally underrated, and if you haven't given it a shot, go back and check out The Eternal Idol and hunt down The Headless Cross. Those two alone are just fucking some of the greatest pieces of 80s heavy metal, dude. So yeah, there's Black Sabbath, Eternal Idol on vinyl. Can't believe I got this. Like I just said, I just freaked out. Just freaked out when I saw this. Because I've never seen this on vinyl in person. See, I was very pleased to get that. Take it out. There's the dust sleeve. Pretty cool. Got the lyrics. The cool Black Sabbath logo for this album. The other side got even more lyrics. And I believe this is their last album on Warner Brothers. Really. Because then they signed to like, what, the IRS Records, I believe. There's side 1 on vinyl. Side 2. It's funny how like you get like OG, old school 80s vinyl, and how thin they are, you know, compared to the 180 grams of nowadays, and even like vinyl that's got higher weight than that. You know, it's funny how light and flimsy some of these older records are, especially from the 80s, because, you know, towards the mid to late 80s, that was like the tail end of the original vinyl run back in the day. So yeah, check that out. Black Sabbath, Eternal Idol. If you've never heard this, get on YouTube. Check out The Shining, great song. Ancient Warriors, badass. Nightmare, Born to Lose, all good songs right here. And, you know, honestly, like I said before, the Black Sabbath ranking, I never would have given this album a chance if it wasn't for Dr. Fuck, Ralph Vieira, and Eric Anderson on Mountaintop 9. Check out both those guys, dude. Dr. Fuck and Eric Anderson on Mountaintop 9. They both praised the Tony Martin era. And because I'm such huge fans of both of those guys, I had to check it out. Actually, earlier this year was the first time I ever really listened to them. And I just fell in love with the Tony Martin era. So yeah. Eternal Idol, 1987, Black Sabbath. Whoa, yeah! Okay, so there's that. And now we're getting into the Blue Oyster Cult section of the program. This is a really cool one. Now these are filling out my Blue Oyster Cult collection. Now, as far as BOC, Blue Oyster Cult, the only albums of Blue Oyster Cult that I don't have on vinyl now are, hang on. Shit, I forgot one. Hang on. Crap. Hang on, guys. Oh, God. Hang on. Come on. Come on. Ah, there it is. Sorry for the technical difficulties, my friends. It's like pulling a turd out of my ass. Anyway, as far as the Blue Oyster Cult discography goes, the only albums that I don't have now are Heaven Forbid and Curse the Hidden Mirror, which I've actually got those ordered from Frontier Records. And because of COVID, they're taking fucking forever. So hopefully they get here and hopefully they don't get lost in the mail. I'd really be pissed off about that. But anyway, check this out. Finally got a brand new reissue copy. Look at that beautiful white jacket, dude. The debut album from Blue Oyster Cult, reissued. Man, really good album. Really good album. It's got some crazy ass shit on it, dude. City's on Flame with rock and roll. Excellent. For this album, that's all you have to say. City's on flame now with rock and roll. She's as beautiful as a foot. All kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, this is awesome album, dude. Workshop at the Telescopes. Screams is very cool. Stairway to the Stars. Think I'll ride good hell to you. Transmaniacon MC. But I'm glad I got this on like a reissued version because, you know, because older records, when you get them in the white sleeves, are always so dingy and shitty looking. Not this. It's pristine, dude. But yeah, check it out. Dust sleeve. Nice kind of poly-lined anti-static sleeve. Pretty freaking cool. So then you pull it out. And this is definitely stocky 180 gram vinyl. There's the old school Columbia sticker in the middle, kind of reproduced. Pretty cool. Check it out. So yeah, Blue Oyster Cult. God, this album is freaking ancient, dude. I think this is from 1971. No, excuse me, 1972. So, you know, like in the scheme of things, in the world of heavy metal, 1972 is going old school, dude, because just think heavy metal was pretty much invented in 1970 with the debut Black Sabbath album. So look, this is probably one of the other first, and this is an American release. So you know what? That kind of makes you wonder. Were Blue Oyster Cult the first American heavy metal band? I don't know. Possibly. Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh. In the comment section down below, let me know. Were Blue Oyster Cult one of the very first American heavy metal bands? I'd like to know your opinion. So yeah, 1972's Blue Oyster Cult. Very cool album. And now check this out. This was really cool. I was really shocked whenever I got this. This is freaking awesome. So another hole in my BOC discography collection. None other than Tyranny and Mutation from 1973, a year later. But look at this. Dude, this is still sealed. A sealed copy. Never been a virgin sealed copy. Never been opened before. And the shrink wrap is in great condition. Check that out. Check that out. Beautiful. I saw that. I was like, oh my God, no way. So you know what? Is this bad boy getting opened? Hell no. I'm probably going to get a frame and frame it and put it on the damn wall so I can just stare at it all the time. And later on down the road, I'll get me another copy of Tyranny and Mutation. But look at this. So I know that this isn't like an original 1973 issue, but seeing that it's got that ultra cool Nice Price sticker, which I love the Nice Price stickers logo right there. That kind of brings back, it's almost like a childhood thing. For some reason, I always just love the Nice Price stickers. But anyway, seeing that it's got the Nice Price sticker on it, I'm going to go ahead and bet that this is maybe like an early to mid 80s press of Tyranny and Mutation. So I don't know. I mean, does anybody know when they started the Nice Price series? If you do, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know and we'll figure this out. Because I'm going to go ahead and guess. I mean, yeah, I have no clue. But this is freaking beautiful. Penny and Bill, you guys knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much once again. It's just, yeah, I was shocked as hell. And she said she got this for very cheap. So, told you, she can score. She can score. Always find really cool deals and just weird obscurities like this. It's so awesome. But yeah, comment section down below. If you know when they started the Nice Price series, let me know so I can figure out possibly when this is from. I love this album. Wings wetted down, wings wetted down. Mistress of the salmon saw quick lime girl behind her back. Quick lime girl behind a bush. So yeah, the red and black. Hot Rails to Hell, 7 Screaming Disbusters. Oh, good stuff. So yeah, 1973, Blue Oyster Cult, Tyranny and Mutation. Another Blue Oyster Cult that I got. Boy, oh boy, do I love this album. 1977's Mighty. Classic. Blue Oyster Cult classic. Spectres. Excellent album. Excellent album. Very good shape. Very good shape. The jacket's nice and clean. And this, when you open it up, oh, it has that old school vinyl smell to it. It smells like your old grandma's house or something from like the 80s or back in the day. It smells so good. I love the smell of old vinyl. And this has just got that pristine smell. It smells like the damn 70s. Even though technically I wouldn't know what the 70s smells like because I wasn't alive in the 70s. But you know what? I bet that's how it smelled. So yeah, check it out. Blue Oyster Cult Spectres. Love this album. I love the night. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. Came in like a cool kind of polyline sleeve once again. Anti-static. But here's the original cool inner. It's got some tape on it, but that's cool. There's the cool BOC kind of chrono symbol. Love that. I'm actually debating on getting a tattoo of that one of these days. Because I love Blue Oyster Cult. And, yeah, I'd like to get a tattoo, possibly, of that. So, yeah. Damn, this video's going over a lot longer than what I thought it would. I gotta speed up. So, yeah. Oyster Cult, Spectres. Now, here's another one that's hard to find, because this album, when it came out in 1988, this album didn't sell shit. But you know what? Penny and Bill found me a copy, and, man, once again, thank you very much. Oyster Cult. Imaginos. Man, this album. I'm going to save what I feel about this album for the Blue Oyster Cult ranking video that's going to be coming up in maybe the next month or two. But yeah, Imaginos, dude, such a weird album. The mystery and just the politics that surround this record are just insane. But we'll get to this album later on. I might even do a damn video just based on this alone. But yeah, Oyster Cult Imaginos, 1988. Very hard to find. Very hard to find. And check this out, even cooler. It's a promotional copy for radio. So yeah, check that. That's cool. There's the dust sleeve. Bam. It's got that cool house on it, which I just heard that I think this is like a hotel or something. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that hotel just closed its doors like a month or so ago. It's kind of crazy. Hopefully they like preserve the building and don't close it. But there's the, once again, a very flimsy record. There's the Blue Oyster Cult, the Columbia ring. Sorry I didn't show you the center ring for Spectres, but it looks just like this. It's that kind of classic red and yellow Columbia Records inner sleeve. So that's cool. So yeah, guys, Blue Oyster Cult Imaginos. Such a weird, bizarre album, and all the politics and just madness that surrounds it. God. So yeah, 1988's Imaginos. Check it out. And then finally, the last Christmas gift I got. And I'm going to do an unboxing. You know, I love to do unboxings. So check this out. This was released this year for the 40th anniversary of this album. A lot of people hate this album. A lot of people think that this album completely blows dogs for quarters. Some people hate it. Some people love this album and say it's a pop rock perfection. Pop rock perfection. I'm going to go with the latter. I think it's pop rock perfection. And I'm talking about Kiss Unmasked limited edition color vinyl for the 40th anniversary. Where's my guitar pick? Bam. Check this out. This is released on kissonline.com, part of the 40th anniversary campaign for Unmasked. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. I love Unmasked. I love it. But I'm not going to delve into that too much, because here later on down the road in 2021, I'm going to do a Kiss album ranking. And that's the most requested video I've had yet. Everybody wants the damn Kiss album ranking. And like I've told the people that ask for it, that's probably going to be my masterpiece. And probably the hardest video I got to do, because Kiss is my favorite band. So nonetheless, we're going to be holding out for that one for a while, because I really, really, really got to work hard on that. But you know what? Unmasked will definitely have a great position on that list. So there's the front. Check it out. Love that album cover. So cool. Such a really good album. Very underrated in my opinion. Some people think it completely sucks. You know, and I can kind of see. There's the guitar pick trick. Woo, yeah. You know, I can kind of see how people can say that Unmasked sucks. Because actually today in the car, when I was cruising around with my son, today out in the car, we listened to Unmasked. And then right after Unmasked, we listened to Rock and Roll Over. And it's like, damn. And Rock and Roll Over, to me, that is, if somebody wants to know what Kiss is all about, who Kiss is, one of the albums I'd give them is Rock and Roll Over. And just the difference between Rock and Roll Over and Unmasked is just insane. So I can see why people can say that Unmasked sucks, because it's not Rock and Roll Over. It's totally not. But it's its own thing. And it's a beautiful, like I said, pop rock masterpiece, dude. I just love it. I love the sound of this. It's a very unique album. There's not really many albums that I think sound like this. Yes, I know 1980, Kiss were following trends, kind of going, you know, because like New Wave was becoming a thing and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. Yes, there's hints of New Wave. There's hints of hard rock. There's hints of pop rock. There's hints of disco. There's hints of R&B. It's a very weird sounding album. And I absolutely love the sound of this album. But anyway, we'll go show her this when the time comes of the Kiss album ranking. So let's, and of course, dude, check it out. It comes with the killer poster. So let's share the poster for everybody that has not seen this. Look at that. Man, look at that. I gotta stand up. Check that out. Super cool. I love this. One of the coolest pieces of merchandise that any of the Kiss albums came with. Check that out. So freaking cool. This deserves a frame. I think this is like the third or fourth copy of this poster that I've got, actually, including the original one. So yeah, there's that poster, and then let's see what this cool record looks like. Oh yeah. Now I know this is like supposed to be like a clear or like a white kind of vinyl. I know when I saw it on the website, to me it reminded me of like a birthday cake or something. Like a birthday cake, like a piece of cake I'd like to pick up and shove down my throat. Shove down my throat! Just shove it down my throat and eat this cake. Because I love this cake. Let's check it out. I'm going to close my eyes. Are you ready? Bam. Here's the mystery. Damn, cool, dude. Look at it. Now tell me, does that not remind you of a good birthday cake? Maybe a piece of birthday cake and some ice cream with it. Check that out. Very cool, man. Very pleased with this. Very pleased with this. Very beautiful album or very beautiful record for such a kick-ass, killer, rockin', groovin' album. I love Kiss Unmasked. Can't lie. So, you know, as you watch this video and you see a lot of the selections that I got, a lot of the albums that I got for Christmas, thank you Penny and Bill once again, are albums that they're very contrasting, polarizing releases. They're albums that a lot of people either love or hate. Almost every one of these, maybe except for the Blue Oyster Cults. So yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in and checking it out. And we will be back here in 2 days for my top 5 best hard rock heavy metal bands of 2020. My top 5 albums. And of course, there'll be a couple kind of runner-ups and, worthy albums that are noting. But I'm going to rank my top 5 favorite albums of this year. So guys, I will see you then. Thanks for tuning in and rock out. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the likes. And if you're watching my videos for the first time, crash that bell, crash the subscription button, hit the like button, do all that stuff that everybody says in every one of their videos. And keep tuning in to Radical Rock and Record Reviews. And check out my band. You know who we are. Check out my band, Wild Ride. On Instagram, official Wild Ride, and just look up Wild Ride on Facebook. Change the I's to Y's. There you go, Wild Ride, and our debut release from 2018, City Streets. And coming up later, probably in spring, early summer, will be the new Wild Ride release, known only as Gasoline Alley. Guys, I'll see you on the next one.